Hey guys, this is DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Reviews. Damn. Thought I got a stalagmite.
That's the picture.
Welcome to day 81 of my 100 Days, 100 Movies Challenge. And I have yet another documentary for you guys today. But this is not your ordinary documentary. In fact, this is one directed by Werner Herzog. If any of you have ever seen any of Herzog's narrative films, you'll know he's quite an intriguing fellow. But if you've ever seen any of his documentary films like Grizzly Man, Encounters at the End of the World, Little Dieter Needs to Fly, you'll know he's one of documentary's greatest filmmakers. He just immerses himself in his subjects with great and wild interest. And he just keeps plucking away at them until he's seen enough. Is this the same with his 2011 film called Cave of Forgotten Dreams? You're about to find out. In addition, this film is one of the first wide-release documentaries to receive the 3D treatment. So now you'll get to see ice shards fall directly into your eye. Nah, nothing like that, but it does give you some good perspective. So let's take a peek at some wonder.
This cave had been perfectly sealed for tens of thousands of years. It contained by far the oldest paintings ever discovered. It is as if the modern human soul had awakened here. This is one of the rare times anyone is allowed inside the cave. This may be the only and last opportunity to film inside.
The first time I entered a cave, it was so powerful. Every night I was dreaming of lions.
There are no barriers between the world where we are and the world of the spirits. A wall can talk to us.
After 5 days, I decided not to go back in the cave because it was an emotional shock.
For this documentary film, Werner Herzog explores the Chauvet Pointe d'Arc caves in southern France. This cave supposedly has the earliest known caveman paintings, but these remaining elements are so fragile that if exposed to light or even the slightest reverberation of sound, they can be lost forever. So we chronicle the cave into as deep as Herzog and his crew are allowed. We also get some interesting information about the site and how developers were able to regenerate the images through computer programming. And then you get an alligator at the end, which for some reason Herzog loves. But the main point of Cave of Forgotten Dreams is how articulate and developed these paintings are. And considering this cave wasn't even discovered until 1994, some thousands and thousands of years after these paintings existed, how artistry can trace history is astonishing. In fact, Herzog makes an interesting metaphor with the alligator at the end, but I won't give that away. But it serves to cap off a great film that puts the entire human experience into perspective. Cave of Forgotten Dreams is another one of Herzog's documentary gems. He practically invites us along with his crew to enter places that probably 98% of the world won't ever see. And he does so not only by exploring the innards of the caves, but even giving picturesque views of the surrounding areas, and how this event could even be made possible with today's modern technology. And he poetically weaves these images together to give us a stunning and thorough look. We get interviews from scholars on the subject of human evolution, which are very interesting. And we get some detailed information on what the paintings might have looked like when they were initially created. But you're probably thinking to yourself, where does the 3D fit in? Yeah! Miraculously, Herzog takes his heavy 3D equipment into the caves where we get an incredibly in-depth view. Though most of it is dark except for some brief moments of light. Seeing the curvature of the rocks give the paintings some greater context as to how they were made and what they mean. Sure, the 3D doesn't really work when we're just getting interviews or just exploring outside, which is a good 50% of the film. But even so, everything contained in this documentary is purposeful and on point. It has an agenda and it's always interesting. And Herzog's appreciation and fascination is always on screen. I'm gonna go ahead and give an A- on this one. If you have gotten the chance to see Cave of Forgotten Dreams before, and better yet in 3D, what did you guys think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? And why? Leave one of those comments down below, and if you like any of my reviews or would just like to continue on my 100 Days, 100 Movies challenge, then you can subscribe up above. 19 days really isn't a whole lot more left in the challenge, guys, so keep those suggestions and recommendations coming. I want to see more movies. And don't forget one of these guys. And once again, I'm DJ Fish for Fish to Go Movie Reviews. Movie reviews on the go.
That's the picture.